get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway in Southern California. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Second down, Howell now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Faking the handoff. Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
1 yard to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Howell from the gun. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Howell. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Powers through it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Howell. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did, throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 31, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll go to Barkley again.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on second down. Powell. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. Good move at the 30. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Here's Howell to throw on second down.
Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing.
He's got a man, complete. Travis Kelce, past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Kelce, 74 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down, Howell to throw.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Had the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Deebo Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
One last shot before the break. Howell. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got room at the 30, down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for KC, 58 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 22, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Cameron Jordan in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Third and long, here's Howell.
It's complete to Diggs. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Green.
Here's Murray. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun now for Murray. And quickly to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Play fake. Murray. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
On play action, it's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw is Murray. Completes it to Samuel. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Chargers. Deebo Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year when he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercept. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll bring this one back to the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Give up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Toward the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense could go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Stephon Diggs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Murray going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense and then connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Hold on. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Murray. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Howell.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Howell to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 5.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal.